Welcome to Forum 360. I'm Stephanie York, your host today. Thank you for joining us for a global outlook with a local view. Today we're here with Ben Chandler, owner and counselor at Pastures of Hope. Ben, a military veteran, utilizes the skills of his service dogs to help him and his clients through life's challenges. Let's find out more about Ben and his extremely talented dogs. Thank you, Ben, for joining us today.
You're welcome.
Yeah. So tell us a little bit about yourself and your background.
My background is I spent roughly 10 years in the Marine Corps, some of it on active duty, some of it in the reserves, and afterwards I had my own issues with mental health and things like that. So I ended up finding out about service dogs, and I went and got one, and then she helped me get through all of the issues I was going through while also going through the VA for mental health.
Very cool. So you were in the, what branch did you say?
Marine Corps.
The Marine Corps. Okay, and what were your duties there?
I started out as a mechanic,
Okay.
and then I transferred over to a training battalion.
Okay. And when did your tour end?
I officially got out on April 11th of 2014.
Okay. And what did you do after that?
After that, I stuck with my mechanic skills because it's something I knew would easily trade into the civilian world, so
Right.
I started doing that, and it also allowed me to be by myself because I was a field service, so I would go out to get work on equipment, so I'd be by myself, so it allowed me to work and be able to do stuff like that still.
Yeah, and you liked to be by yourself.
Yes.
At that time. Okay. And what point did you realize you could be helped by a service dog?
After speaking to a psychiatrist at the VA, she had mentioned, hey, service dogs are really great for this and that, and so I started looking into it. Went up to a place at the time they were in New York, now they're in Connecticut, called ECAD, and they paired me with a dog, and I saw what they could do, so then I went ahead and got one.
Very cool. How did you go about getting one? I mean, I'm sure you can't just go and order one or go and say, I want that one. And
no, there's an application process that
Okay.
they put you through. And then after the application process and you get approved, you go there and you meet the dogs. You go through a 2-week training. So after you meet 2 or 3, then they pick which one meshes best with you.
Okay.
Then you guys spend the next week and a half training together and then have to pass the ADA certification as well.
Okay.
To be considered a legal team.
Okay, so you go there, you stay at a hotel or something.
On their campus.
Oh, on their campus,
Yep.
Okay, for 2 weeks. And you work with a dog. If that dog doesn't work out, you find either pair you up with another one.
Yes.
Okay, so is your first dog here today?
Yes.
Okay, and which one is that?
My first one is Vixen. She's
Okay.
a Black Lab and Great Dane mix. When we first got paired, they brought her to me. She got to know me for a second, and then they went to take her outside. She wouldn't go back outside.
Really?
So she came right back over, and they're like, yep, that's the one we're going to train you with.
Oh my gosh. And how old was Vixen at the time?
Vixen was 2 years old when I got her.
Okay. So did it take 2 years to train the dog? Is that how, do you know about the training process?
Their training process is from, I think it's a month old after they get done nursing. They go and stay with what they call babysitters, pretty much. So for the first 8 months of their life, they're out with another family,
Okay.
getting introduced to people, stuff like that, start the whole process. Then they come back at 8 months old and train from 8 to 18 months straight for services and all the different regular commands. And then once they find out who you're going to get paired with, then they start training them for specific tasks for you as well.
Oh, wow. So how do they know what tasks you need? Or a
based off
person
the
needs?
application.
Okay. Okay. And so what did Vixen do for you? What was her task?
Vixen's main task was for my anxiety out in public. She'll pull me or nudge me and tell me, hey, we need to go outside for a minute, stuff like that. But she also was very much there for my nightmares.
Okay.
So anytime I'd start to move, even if it's a bad night and I'm not having one, anytime you start to really move and start moving your arms and legs, she'd come up and just lay on me.
Oh my gosh. And that calms you down?
Yes. Well, it wakes me up.
Oh, okay.
So then I have to refocus and then get ready for bed again.
Okay. Wow, that's fascinating. What other types of things, like when you're out and about and they can feel when you start getting anxious,
Yes.
and they try to get you out of the situation?
Yes, or at least alert me to it so I can be like, okay, I'm okay, I got it.
Okay.
So that way I calm myself down. Like one of the things that they train them to do that I don't use as much anymore, but I did in the beginning, is you put the service dog behind your legs.
Okay.
So if someone walks up behind you when you're in a line, she kind of nudges you.
So you know someone's
So you know
there.
someone's coming up behind you, so you don't get startled.
Oh, that's really interesting. Wow. That's amazing they can do that. How many commands do your dogs know?
Technically, they know 80.
Yeah?
Do they still know 80? Probably not, because I don't use them all the time.
Sure.
I probably use roughly 10 to 15.
Are they all verbal commands, or they're hand motions, or?
At first, they're verbal, but both of them now, if I'm standing in a line and I don't want to sit there and tell them, like, lay down, I can just snap my fingers and point down. They've learned that over the years, so then they both lay down without actually saying it.
Okay. So, what does Vixen do now that she's retired?
She gets to lay at home and be a regular dog.
Really?
Yes.
And does she know she's not working?
Yes, and she loves it.
Really?
Yep. Anytime we go somewhere, she's like, do I really have to go? I'd rather just lay here.
Oh my gosh.
But she still goes on vacations with us and stuff like that. So.
Great. And when you introduced Vixen to Minnie, which is your service dog now, correct? Did they get along right away?
Yes.
Okay.
They had told us to go to like the local tennis court, so you can put a net between them.
Okay.
Just so they have something between them in case they're like real iffy about each other.
Right.
But no, Vixen came right around, right to her, and then they started running around playing. So.
Oh, that's great. Did you do that like on the place where they trained to make sure they got?
No, when we got back home.
Okay, so they didn't meet each other.
Not until we got back home.
What if they didn't get along, or like?
So then you do an introduction period. Like
Okay.
you slowly integrate them back together.
So it wasn't like if they didn't get along, they'd have to go back.
Right. No.
You'd have to make it work.
Yes, very much.
Okay. Well, I mean, some dogs just don't get along.
Yep.
So once you get the service animal and the service animal's trained and it's matched up with you, there's like a certification, right, that you get? Tell me about that process.
The certification is very much them seeing you go through as many scenarios as possible in a short little window. So it starts off with like her exiting the vehicle the right way.
Okay.
Like I open the door and she has to wait there until I tell her to come out of the door.
Oh, wow. You should teach my dog that.
And then we go from there into a store.
Okay.
We walk around, we interact with people. They have to see how the dog behaves around them. At one point, you have to drop the leash and she'll walk beside you, and then have her pick it up and give it back to you.
Oh, the dog will pick up the leash itself?
Yes.
And give it back to you?
Yes.
Oh, that's fascinating.
And one is leave her in a spot and walk out of sight, and she has to stay there.
Oh, wow. That's
until
probably
you
really
call her.
hard.
Yes, that's very hard for a lot of dogs.
Right.
But they both do that really well.
Are there times you need to leave the dog out somewhere, like sitting and go out of sight when you're in public?
Not really, no.
Yeah, I would think that would be not
it's
often.
More of a discipline.
Got it.
Let's see what the discipline is for the dog. Can they listen? Can they stay there? All of that.
Yeah.
And then we have to go in elevators and
escalators?
No, escalators they don't do because they'd rather you not use those.
Okay.
Just because of the way that they fold.
Right.
They don't want the dog's nails getting caught.
Right. I would think that. I mean, the same with kids. I mean, they're tricky.
Yeah.
So I wondered about that.
Yeah, and then interact with the public, and then back out the door, right into the car, and make sure that everything goes smooth.
Do they ever get so excited at seeing another dog or a kid or something that they want to like jump?
Minnie gets a little excited, but as long as you give her just a little redirect, like snap your fingers, get her attention, she's like, okay, I'm good.
Okay.
Just because she's still so young.
Right. Usually when they're young, though, is when they're the one that you think they'd jump or whatever. I mean, my dog is 7, still jumps on me, but even though I try not to, but not very disciplined. Me, because obviously I'm the one that would have to train him.
Right.
The dog is really good. It's me that's not training. So Vixen is your working dog? No.
No, Minnie's my working dog.
Minnie's your working dog. Vixen's retired.
Yep.
So Minnie's your working dog. Does she go everywhere with you?
Yes. She goes everywhere.
You don't leave the house without her?
The only time I leave the house without her is when I'm going outside to work outside.
Okay. And she doesn't want to go with you?
Well, I can't have her around the tractor.
Okay. It's too dangerous.
Right.
Okay. Does she get anxious when you're not around?
Yes.
Isn't that you're her service dog,
yes.
so to speak.
Yep.
So, because that's her job.
Yes. So she's getting used to me when I have to go out on the tractor being okay. Mm-hmm. But if I'm out in the backyard and it's hot out, she'll be right there watching through the door.
That's awesome. You make sure she can always see you.
Yes.
You try to. Yeah.
Try to as much as possible.
Yeah. When you're at home, does she just follow you around?
Yes.
And that's her job?
Yes, very much.
Okay. Is she ever off duty?
When we're at home. When you take the vest off of her, she gets a little rambunctious and wild and wants to run and do all these normal puppy things. Yeah.
Which is okay. But so, she knows that vest is on, she's working.
Yep.
That's like the cue.
Yes.
And the vest is typically not on at home?
No, as soon as we get home, it comes off.
Okay. Kind of like women in their bras.
Yep, pretty much.
Come home, take it off. I'm off work, right?
Yes.
Yeah, very funny. Oh, look at her, just laying there.
Mm-hmm. This is what she'll do all day long.
But even though she's laying there and looks like she's asleep, she's alert. Mm-hmm. I mean, she would know.
Yes, very much.
Wow, I just think that's just amazing. So I heard the test we were talking about out in public. Is that public access test I heard about? Okay. And so they have to do, how long does that take typically?
Typically it takes about 20, 25 minutes.
Okay. And then once you get through the process and the dog is good and you're good, you get some sort of card?
Yes. Not everyone gives them out, but
Okay.
where I got them from, they do, because they want you to have an ID.
Yeah, I think that's
showing,
smart.
hey, you're a certified team. That way people don't have to try to go and verify and call and do all this other stuff. But yeah.
So I always find it interesting. The rules around service dogs is they don't have to wear those vests.
Correct.
But you choose to, and
Yes.
a lot of people do choose to put the vest on. I mean, I think it's a really good alert for everybody else that this isn't my friend dog that you can just go up to and pet and whatever.
Yes.
And I noticed that your vest says do not pet on it.
Yeah.
Is that typical?
Yes, very
Okay.
typical. Because if someone just comes up and starts petting her, that takes her focus away from me.
Okay.
So now she's not working anymore, or not doing her job.
Okay. But do you let people pet the dogs?
Yes, usually if someone comes up and is polite and like, hey, can I say hi? Sure.
Okay.
I have no problem.
Yeah. I always ask too.
Yes.
And a lot of times the answer is no, and I get it because they're working.
Right.
But they're just so darn cute that I at least ask and push my luck. Your dogs were very happy to see me, and I thought that was really cute. And they seem like really happy dogs.
They are.
Are most working dogs like that?
Yes, because they have a purpose.
Okay.
Just like us as humans, if you have a purpose, you tend to be happy.
Sure.
So if you have a dog that's kind of at home and just like, I don't know what I'm doing.
Right.
They tend to get a little rambunctious and, antsy, stuff like that.
Right.
That's why you have some of these dogs where they're like, let me put the dog away before you come here.
Sure.
Because it's just playtime all the time.
Well, sounds like my house, but okay. So I want to remind our viewers and those who may have joined late that we are here with Ben Chandler and his two service dogs, Minnie and Vixen. We are talking about service dogs and their role in helping veterans with post-traumatic stress disorder and how they can help individuals in therapy. Now let's talk about that a little. You're a therapist. Mm-hmm. Yeah. How did that come about? Because you were a mechanic last time we talked. Yeah.
So after I got help and I started getting better, I found out the VA had a program that would allow me to go back to college for free.
Oh, that's pretty awesome.
So I took advantage of that, and I went back for a master's in counseling because I noticed how much it truly can help other veterans.
That's really nice, yeah.
And I also noticed that going through the VA, a lot of times you're seeing like brand new clinicians or someone that doesn't have your experience.
Right.
So they don't know what you've gone through.
Right. It's hard to tell somebody. You could tell them, but they didn't experience it, so they have no background and history. And
so being able to connect that way really helps to further along the process through therapy.
Okay. And so you're now a licensed therapist?
Yes.
And when you went through school, did you have your dogs with you then?
I had Vixen.
Vixen, okay.
Yep. Vixen helped me get through all of schooling.
Awesome. Yeah, I could see that. And now you do counseling now.
Yes.
And you counsel veterans? Is that primarily?
Primarily who I counsel is veterans and first responders.
Oh, very nice.
So I work with Honor Court and the Canton City Veterans Treatment Court as well.
Okay.
So I help them with justice-involved veterans, but then I also work with Pegasus Farms out of Hartville.
Sure.
They help provide a grant for me. So
Very
I can
nice.
see veterans and first responders free, and that allows me to run my business.
That's great. Does your dog ever help the veterans that
Yes.
Tell me about that, because the dog's trained for you.
Correct. So when we're in the office, the vest comes off.
Okay,
So she knows she's allowed to go up to other people at that point.
Okay.
I've had a lot of clients, that were having a hard time. She would go up and put her head on their lap, and then they just sit there and pet, and you can see the individual just calm down some.
Right. Have any of your clients ever gone and gotten dogs then because of their experience with you and your dog?
Not any of my clients. Another clinician that I worked with that was a veteran, he saw what Minnie did, and then he went out and got one too.
That's awesome. So not only are you helping your clients, the dog's helping your clients, the dog's helping you, but you're also spreading the word that, and helping other people that might be in need of a dog, because that's how you got it.
Yes.
Through somebody like that. So they know 80 commands. Can you show us just a few commands that they may or may not do for you right now?
A lot of them are moving.
Okay.
So how would that work?
I don't know. They don't seem to be moving, the dog.
No.
Let's see. Let's get up if we can. I know we have, there we go. I know we're kind of tethered to the chair.
Oop. Yep.
So let's see if we can do this. I'm going to improvise. And Megan is not going to like this. But I'm going to improvise. I got you.
Okay.
Yep. And we're going to stay where the cameras can see us. And maybe the dogs.
Come here. Minnie.
Let's see what you can do.
Vixen, lay down.
Now, Vixen is the retired one, is
Yep.
laying down. And so is Minnie, because
Here, let me
you
do
gave
this.
the little command.
Come here, Minnie. Come right over here. Come here. Right here. Down. Stay.
Oh, she's watching you.
Come here. I kind of figured I'd get both of them.
Of course.
Hi, good girl. Okay, sit. Sit. Yes. Down. Belly. Let me see the belly. Good girl.
Aw.
Yes.
It's hard to believe that they know 80 commands.
Down. Down. Fix it down. Yes, good girl.
So you were telling me before the show that one of the things that, I don't know, makes you anxious is being startled from behind.
Yes.
Right. So tell me how the dog helps in that situation.
Well, with that situation, when you bring them back behind your legs, they're actually looking behind you. They're not looking forward.
Okay.
So when they notice someone coming up from behind, you can see every time they go to move their head, they bump you. So you feel
it kind
that,
of rubs against you, so you know that there's somebody coming from behind, a little pre-warning.
Yes.
That would be really helpful in places. What about really crowded places?
So really crowded places, they tend to stick pretty close to me, especially because there's so many people, so they have to create a narrow body for themselves. But what ends up happening is if I start getting anxious, that's when they start getting anxious. So they start pulling you or pushing you, starting to let you know that you need to either calm down or find a quiet spot to go to.
Okay, yeah. So it takes how long to learn 80? Is 80 commands normal?
Yes, it's actually in the booklet that we get.
Oh.
That's their standard amount of commands that they're given.
Okay, is that just for this particular place or typical service dogs?
For this place.
Okay.
It's their whole training program.
Wow. What are some of the like more random commands?
So like especially for people in wheelchairs.
Yeah.
The placard outside the doors that that they hit, they call it light. You tell them light, and they jump up and they push it.
Oh, wow.
Another one would be the light switches at home.
Oh my gosh.
If you tell them light, they go up and they flip the light.
That's awesome.
I can't remember the other one because I don't use it to flip it the other way.
Yeah.
So they know the 2 different commands to go up or down with the light switch.
Right. That's awesome.
Vixen used to do med alerts for me.
Okay.
I'd have a certain alarm on my phone, and I would put my bag of medications in a certain spot. So when she heard that, she would go pick up the bag and then bring it to me wherever I'm at.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing. Did she also go get you a glass of water?
No, that would have been, well, I mean, if there was a bottled water in the fridge, I probably could have
Yeah,
it.
probably. Yeah. I know
Yeah.
people have trained people to grab beers for them, so why not a bottle of water, right? So tell me again where this place is that trains.
It's ECAD. It's out in Connecticut.
Okay. That's quite a far away. Are there a lot of these places in the country, or is there only a few?
There's 3 or 4 here in Ohio that are local that do it. But the one thing I like about them is they have a donor that donates the dogs.
Oh my gosh.
So you don't pay anything besides your trip out and your food while you're there.
That's amazing. Do they eat any special food?
Nope.
No?
I just keep them on the same food that they gave them.
Sure.
But it's not like a special diet. It's just Nutrisource.
Yeah. And do they work for treats, or do they work, oh, did you hear the word treat? No. Or do they work for just commands, or what?
They work for just commands, but sometimes I'll keep like pieces of their food in my pocket and then just give them the food as a reward if they do something extraordinary.
And they like their food.
Yes.
So that is like a treat to
Yes,
them. My
it
dog
is.
my dog will eat like every 3 days. He doesn't like
okay.
his food. I mean, I tried other foods. He's very picky. So he would not work for his food, but he
Okay.
would work for like peanut butter or something, something really good.
Yes.
I'm looking for. What do the dogs like to do for fun?
Vixen anymore just likes to lay around in the sun.
Sure.
It could be 100 degrees outside and she'll lay out in the sun.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know how she does it, but she loves it. Minnie loves playing catch.
Okay. And
So-
she'll bring the ball back
Yeah,
and
she'll
drop
bring the ball
it
back.
and play for a while.
Yeah.
Very good. Can you share a time when Minnie or Vixen helped you through a difficult time? Like any incident stand out?
I guess the biggest one is with Vixen in school. I was able to a lot of times put my schedule around like later times in the evening or early morning, but I had one during the day that I had to walk through Kent campus with all those kids walking around.
Right.
And she definitely alerted me to get out of the way and go relax for a few minutes.
Okay. So daytime, lots of people.
Yep.
That's a trigger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's more anxiety provoking than a trigger anymore.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And they calm you down.
Yep.
Just being there.
Yeah. But also alerting me to it. So at least I see that I'm doing that before I get to class and then can't focus at all in class.
So what do they notice? Like what are you doing that, so I know for like diabetics, you were telling me that the breath changes, so the dogs can alert to that. What physical changes are they noticing?
So like with me is when we get anxious, our body tenses.
Okay.
So they can sense when your body really tenses, and they can also sense when you're starting to move around a lot and look around and start scanning the area. So they alert to that, and then they start nudging you or trying to pull you.
So you may not notice that.
Yes.
And you probably don't until
Nope.
you're like too far down the road.
Yeah.
But they'll notice at the beginning, and that for you can redirect yourself.
Yep.
That way. That probably took a long time to get there.
Yes. And it took a long time for me to learn when they were alerting me and when they weren't as well.
Oh, right.
So it's a learning curve for myself as well as them.
Right.
Until you guys get it down and then continue moving on with it.
Yeah, 2 weeks isn't a long time.
No.
I mean, together. So you can learn whether you get along and things like that, but to actually learn each other. So when did you get your second dog?
I got Minnie in March of 2024.
Okay.
So I've had her for about a year and a half.
And how did you know it was time to get a second dog?
ECAD's policy is when they turn 10, it's time to start processing into getting a new one.
Okay.
Because for most dogs this size, lifespans are between 10 to 14 years old.
Sure.
So they want them to have a little bit of a retirement.
Yes.
So at 10, they're like, okay, it's time to come get a new one.
Okay. And do people, when they get the second dog, they usually keep both?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, they get to keep both of them.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And sad, because then you know the end for one is coming. And that's
Yes.
really tragic. I mean, they're a part of your family.
Very much.
And just like any other member of your family, it'd be really, really hard to lose or even think about. Unfortunately, dogs don't have the same lifespan as humans.
Yes, that would be very nice if they did.
Wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So how old is Minnie?
Minnie is 3.
Okay.
So she's very young still.
She's very young. That's good.
Yes.
And Vixen is 12, you
Vixen
told me?
is 12.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Vixen's doing really good. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I see you. Very cute. Well, thank you, Ben, for sharing your story and for showing us the unique skills of your therapy dogs. Now, if all dogs behaved as good as your dogs, everybody would have one, and I would have 5 if my husband wouldn't divorce me. Thank you for teaching us about therapy dogs. I call them therapy dogs, but they're service dogs.
Service dogs, yes.
I want to clarify that. Service dogs and the crucial role they can play in our mental health system. I'm Stephanie York. Thank you for joining us on Forum 360 for a global outlook with a local view.
Forum 360 is brought to you by John S. and James L. Knight Foundation, the Akron Community Foundation, Hudson Community Television, the Rubber City Radio Group, Shaw Jewish Community Center of Akron, Blue Green, Electric Impulse Communications, and Forum 360 supporters.